western Myanmar. Chin Hill Ranges stop right beyond Kalay, a small town at the foot of the Chin Hills. A traveler would find himself in the valley on Chin Hills after 9 miles by car from Kalay. The road is long and tortuous, climbing the steep hills. After passing Flying Road Junction and moving towards the north, we followed the road sign to the site of an old fort called Fort White. Oh, what a car! This is a small wooden car innovated by the Chins for downhill transportation. A Chin couple had to push the engineless car up the hill the whole day, and they loaded it with firewood, and then to drive it easily back downhill. Our driver showed us the site of Old Fort White. The fort was formerly a British military outpost during occupation. A Chin national and retired teacher read us the short history of Fort White.
Sir George Stuart White, who commanded the British Expeditionary Force, which annexed Upper Burma and the Chin Hills. This military post had been named after him and called Fort White.
We are now 7,630 feet above the sea. We went up the Kalay-Kadin Road to the west towards a Chin village named Tuk Lai. The daughter of the village headman was trying to show us the display of head skulls of animals hunted and shot by her grandfather and great-grandfather. By judging the number and kind of head skulls of animals, one is considered an influential man in the village. They used percussion lock firearms for hunting. From 8,800 feet above sea level, it takes many hours again to be able to see Kadin distantly. There are 3,000 houses in 4 residential wards with the population of over 15,000. Young daughter of our friend welcomed us warmly and showed us around the house. Firewood sellers in the town. The basket on the back was also supported by a band, which is set across the forehead. Firewood is a major necessity of life in Kadin, both for cooking and home heating. We went northward from Kadin. The driver was apparently taking good care while driving along the narrow road around the mountain. The road runs parallel to the Manipur River, which starts in India and lies in a canyon like a discarded ribbon. Zogam, 4,770 feet above the sea, is 1,000 feet lower than the land level of Kadin. Here too, firewood sellers move around town as usual. We notice they are always busy searching for the firewood everywhere in the Chin state. Memorial stone pillars in Zogam. The name of the deceased, his activities while he was alive, and his bravery were recorded on stone slabs. Besides, the animals which the man captured and killed were also engraved on it. These stone slabs are specially erected at road junctions, resting places, and under shady trees. As we requested, they arranged a Chin traditional dance in the house of tribal head of Zogam. Chin nationals call this dance Zogam. The dancers have to hop over the skull of a prey. They merrily dance like this when they got a prey or when they offer food with freshly killed domesticated wild ox to friends. It is nice to drink traditionally fermented liquor and dance together, and finally to be completed only with a gun firing into the sky. Secular dance is called lamvi. They do not dance as a performance, but to have pleasure for themselves, and everybody takes part in this dance. What the old lady singing is not a song, but a lament. The elegy says, 4 siblings were born, feeling sorry for the demise of 2 of them. Sons, let's meet in heaven. Here we are holding quarter festival. The face of the old lady reflects deep sorrow. No she has rarely seen without hearing anything. Either a man or a woman is always carrying a package, a piece of wood, a bundle, etc. There is a silkworm breeding farm at the southern entrance to Zogam. The local weather is favorable to mulberry trees, and the breeding farm is successful. This township is the top among the 5 silk yarn producing townships of northern Chin State. They usually wear favorite Chin clothes with red and green bands. We moved to a small village called Duito in the north of Zogam. Some Du Tan from Zogam came along with us, and we relied on him as an interpreter. As tools are important in almost every Chin village, there are blacksmith shops in every village, and we visited one of them in the village. A young boy is helping his father by operating an air blower for the furnace. While father and sons are working, mother is preparing a dish of Chin specialty. Above the stove, there are pieces of smoked maize. They preserve the seeds using a traditional method to grow them again in the rainy season. The couple got married in 1956. About 40 years later, when a family photo is taken, many new faces of siblings have appeared. Most Chins have large families. The old man explained about the tools made in his smithy. This is to dig the soil, and this is to cut the trees. This sort is to use in weeding. This dagger is to cut and slice the meat. roadside cultivation of an old lady who was digging the soil. I saw white yams in the basket near her. Then the old lady drank tripu, which gave me the chance to see her face. Tripu is a kind of drink made from tobacco leaves through distillation. They call it tobacco juice. Directed us the way to Falam and Hakka. He said, to Tidim and Tonza, we have to go that way to the north, to Falam and Hakka to the south. Though local authority has strictly warned us against the causing of forest fires, there still are certain sporadic fires with billowing smokes seen time to time. Now we are heading for the south. Manipur River is seen on our right now. Here is a suspension bridge which crosses the Manipur River. Passengers have to get down and cross the bridge on foot. Has caught 3 large catfishes from the river. They are to be sold in Falam. They are coming along with us on the same car. Among the 5 towns in northern Chin State, Falam is the most picturesque, as widely said. Once British senior officers like Mr. Stevenson and Colonel Byrne chose to open their offices here. Most homes are built on long legs at Falam. They don't have much space of level land. The 43-mile-long Falam-Hakka road is much better than other roads in the Chin State, as the land level is almost plain. saw the firewood sellers again in Haka. In the vicinity of Haka, we saw a lady smoking tipu while carrying a son on her back. Tipu is widely used tobacco, smoked in a traditional pipe made of local materials. The next day, we carried on our 22-mile-long journey from Haka to Tantalan. This is Tantalan. Here, an old man is making a basket, and his grandson is playing beside him. Another lady is weaving. It seems everybody smokes tipu. They like tipu very much. Here chickens are sold alive, caged in a bamboo basket. The price depends on the size of the chicken. Our friend bought a chicken and boiled it with maize. It is a kind of nutritious soup called sabuti. On Sunday, we visited a medium-sized Baptist church. The majority of the Chin nationals are Christians. After church service, a team of Tantalan young ladies performed a Chin dance in national costume. The dance is slightly modernized, but based on traditional swings and steps. They went further to Klang Hua, a village not so far away. The road lies across the hilly region, and it took nearly 5 hours to walk the 9-mile journey. Our Chin friend U Kwa Air had to wait for us to keep pace with him. We heard the cock crow as we reached the village. We could also see the people carrying loads heavily. They were carrying a kind of grass for roofing. Was preparing tobacco leaves to be dried. They store tobacco leaves during the rainy season. We went along with them when they went to fetch water. The mountain torrent flows into the bamboo gutter. It flows endlessly. The dry gorge with a small hole is the best means to carry water on the hill. Then the water never spills out of the dry gorge, whatever the distance is, or how steep the mountain. Whenever we see a Chin woman, she is always with people, smoking tobacco. Chins are hard workers. Everyone has to work hard to survive. A log is being carved to make a feeding trough for pigs. His wife and child seated nearby are watching him work. We went to the hillside patches for cultivation. The tip of the gourd is cut and fixed with perforated can to spray water. I saw flourishing tomato plants. Another hillside cultivation with cabbage trees. An old lady is busy weeding. On the way, I met a group of people coming home from fishing. Please wait, let me see, I said. They have caught small fish and prawns from a brook. Today's dinner for them would really be tasty. The husband is talking of his cultivation field and his wife about her fishing experiences in small tributaries of the Manipur River while the sun is slowly going down behind two mountains. One wealthy family is replacing the old roofing of their barn. Some village women are preparing maize to serve the labor contributors of the work tomorrow morning. Sabuji or chicken maize soup will be served then. This man is not a cowboy. On the other hand, well, he is a cowboy. He lives in Tan Klang and owns 100 gayals. Gayal is a species of ox. His name is Tangrim. His calling of cattle echoes in the jungle. Once the animals hear him, they run back from the top of 5,000 feet high mountains. Earmarked and fixed with a wooden bell around the neck, animals go freely and feed in the wilderness. Only after a week or two, he gathers them and feeds them salt. He is a rich cattle range owner. Because Shins pay high prices for the meat of these animals on special occasions. At twilight, they wind up their daily farm work. They close the farm gate to prevent animals damaging their plants. It is time to be back at home for every Chin. Weather is cold outside now. The elder daughter of the house owner is teaching Chin language to her brother. Early Christian clergy had invented the Chin language based on Roman characters 80 years ago. Chin language is being taught up to 2nd standard in the primary schools in Chin State. The boy and his elder sister, Langi Din, were stripping the corn off the corn cob for 95. The time, 7:12 p.m.